birds. I'm curious and interested to see where this one goes. Give it a couple minutes here. We'll ride the burn and then we'll talk about it. I'm going to start talking about it sooner because I don't want to forget some things. Early on in that pod, the first bite, while I was chewing that first bite, I almost had to sneeze because I could feel it going back up through my nose. Just the aroma of the pepper, that is. I've had that happen before. It's been a long time though, so that's a very unique thing. Doesn't happen all the time. Huge throat burn on this pod. It's throat burn from start to finish, and it was immediate throat burn. That pod to me is super floral, smoky. Oh man, a little pimple. Anyway, that is an unknown chocolate reaper crossed with something. Given to me by Brock. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, because those, they don't look anything like other chocolate reapers I've had, and Brock said the same thing. Prior to my buddy Brock sending me the handful of pods that he did for review and just to give back to me, which I greatly appreciate and admire him for, it's a wicked one. But we had talked, and I said, yeah, those don't look anything like other chocolate reapers I've had. So he said, well, I think it might have been crossed with a dragon's breath. And based on the pictures that he sent me a month or so ago before he sent me pods, I thought, yeah, that seems about right the way it looks. But after looking at this pepper now, and not even trying it, just looking at it today before coming out to do this video and filming it, or taking pictures of it, it might be crossed with like a brain strain or something. It looks like a brain strain, or Maruga of some kind, based on the way that the bottom part of that pod looks. My Instagram and Facebook will have great pictures of what I'm talking about. But the bumpy and gnarliness and the pimples and everything around it could be a dragon's breath. Nonetheless, it's hot as shit. Huge throat burn. My throat is just lit, and I can feel it like convulsing a little bit. And it's hard to talk. Talking intensifies that throat burn. But we got to talk about the pod, But again, beautiful, beautiful pod. I love the shape and phenotype, and the color of that thing was just gorgeous. Again, I'm not a big chocolate pod guy. But like I've said in a few previous videos, I think my taste is building to them, because that wasn't actually half bad. But it was floral. But I'm starting to now, with the chocolate pods, pick up on that smokiness. And I'm kind of enjoying that from them. There's not much of a throat burn on mouth burn on this, other than the roof of my mouth headed towards the back of my throat. It's all throat burn, all throughout here. It's got my nose running. you know, pretty good. Brock, that's a great pod, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's got the heat of a Carolina Reaper, chocolate Reaper. It's got the heat of a Dragon's Breath, no doubt. So whatever the cross there is, or whatever exactly that pod is, it's fucking good. It's got great heat to it, really good heat. And I was just talking with Brock, messaging back and forth on Facebook, I don't know, half an hour before this video. And he was showing me this other mystery orange pod that he has, that he also sent to me. Oh, shit. It's raining out here. I dropped my napkin. And he was sending me pictures and videos of it, because he's going to make some. He was dehydrating pods today. And he cut open and was showing me the pools of oil in this pod, man. And yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that much oil in a pod either, Brock. Like, coming through in a video like that, it just has to be, you know what I mean? Like, I could see the oil, like, just running in the pepper. So he sent me 2 of those to try. To try. And so I was half tempted to do that one instead of this one, just based on our conversation, because it got me thinking, and I was like really intrigued by that pod. But chocolate pods go bad first. Out of all the different varieties and color of different super hot peppers, in my experience, the chocolate varieties, they just go bad sooner. I don't know why. You know, maybe it's just my luck, but to me, they just don't hold up as long. So, and plus I had planned on doing this pepper today anyways, so we stuck with it. But maybe tomorrow we'll get to that other one. But nonetheless, man, that is a great, fantastic pepper. Really cool pepper. So I think what I'll title the video is Unknown or Chocolate Reaper Cross Unknown. You know what I mean? Because we really don't know. He's open pollinated, right? Like, he's, you know, just got plants together. And I think, if I remember correctly, a month ago talking to him, I might look back in our call log, but I think he said, you know, he thinks it's the Dragon's Breath #1 because of the, you know, the heat. He's eating them, the heat and the phenotype, the shape of it. But also, I'm pretty sure he said those plants that he's growing, they like are right by each other, maybe, or something. I could be mistaken on that, but I think that's what he said. But yeah, my nose is running good. So the burn's pretty much dissipated drastically, quite a bit now. Throat burn is leveled up, or leveled out, so it's not so bad. Funny thing about that, though, is now I'm feeling it a little bit more in my saliva glands and on the inside gums of my teeth. On the inside part is lit up pretty good. And I pretty much chewed that entire pepper all on this side of my mouth. I didn't chew much over here, but the burns are pretty equal on both sides. So that's interesting, because usually if I chew mostly all on one side, it's a heavier burn on that side if I get gum and cheek type burn. So, but yeah, there you have it. Chocolate Reaper Cross Unknown from my buddy and yours, Brock Bandy. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned.